Fat Man Scoop TV, Fat Man Scoop Big Colorado, and today we're with Wendy Williams, all right? What do you want to call yourself? Daytime diva? What is it? Give me the official title.
Well,
what?
I've been using Queen of the Radio, but with my book coming out and my television show about to launch, we'll see how successful those two projects are. Because if they're as successful as my radio is, then I would be then Queen of All Media.
Right. I thought you were going to come to me with the Queen of All Media.
Yes, and you know, no titles are new. I know Howard does King of All Media, but certainly we need a Queen of All Media.
Right. How did you get involved with the gossip thing? How did that start?
Oh man, back in 1990 when I got my job at KISS, I had just finished working for WPLJ Power 95. They called themselves back then, the top 40 music, white music. And I got a telephone call from KISS saying, you know, come over here and work. And I worked at KISS part-time. At that time, BLS and KISS, well, they've always competed through the years. BLS was taking a lot of KISS personnel. Right. And for some reason, KISS not just wanted to hold on to the full-time personnel, but gave contracts to part-time players, like DJ Red Alert, who had been a legend already. But Zuga DJs were never considered for like contracts and stuff. Right. They gave Red Alert a contract. They gave me a contract, and I was a part-time girl. I was still being called in, like, you know, can you fill in for Carol Ford and so on and so forth. Once they signed me part-time, they needed to justify the after minimum wage that I was getting at that particular time. You know, AFTRA is our union, American Federation of Radio and Television. So they had to justify that by giving me more than just once a week shift. So what they did was they fired the Metro Traffic Service that they were using in the morning show with Jeff Fox and Ken Webb, and they put me in there to do the traffic. So I was cutting in and doing traffic every 10 minutes, which I'm not a traffic person, but I was doing it in my own personality. And I invented dishing the dirt. Right. At 7:35 every morning I would dish the dirt, and I was also the Nutrisystem person because I wanted airtime. Plus, you know, everybody gets stand to lose some weight. But,
well, I could take a couple pounds off. We're not going to talk about that now. Do you remember the first person you spit gossip on?
One of the first people was Bill Cosby. One of the first people was Felicia Rashad. Right. The absolute first person I can't recall, because I would dabble even when I worked at Hot the first time around. You know, I worked at Hot when they were Hot 103. I was hired back in 1988. Right. And I did overnights, and I played dance music. Debbie Gibson, Poison, Noel, you know. Yeah,
the Silent Morning thing.
Paula Caucus,
the house, yeah, the TKA, all that stuff. Right.
And so I did overnights there, and you know, you go out to the clubs, you see what was going on, and not only that, but back then the artists would come through the show after their late nights. My show would end at 5:30 in the morning. At 3 o'clock in the morning, it was nothing to hear like Noel, you know, or Taylor Dane knocking on the door. Come on in. Right.